We're up above the fairways of Royal Liverpool today to film the whole flyovers for the BBC's coverage, but I want to take this chance to have a look at 3 key holes for the Open, have a look at them from up here and a closer look down there as well, to look at the holes that might shape this Open Championship. The first hole I want to look at is actually the first as the members play it, but it will be the third during the Open Championship, as it was again during 2006. It is a dog leg, par 4 to the right, but danger is never too far away. Let's go down and have a look at it. So here we are on the third hole, the first as the members play it at Royal Liverpool. It's a very flat hole, and actually you can see why this course was a race course before the actual golf course was laid down. And this hole, which is called course, was the finishing straight of that race course. Anyway, enough about the history. There are no bunkers on this hole at all, but it doesn't need bunkers because all the way down the right hand side of the hole and not far at all away from the fairway is out of bounds. And then if you steer away from the out of bounds into the fairway here, you've still got a long shot towards the green, and that out of bounds continues all the way up the right hand side of the fairway, and it's just a few paces off the right hand edge of the green. It is a very difficult par 4. Now for me, Hoylake really comes alive in the stretch of holes along the coast, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 13 is a beautiful par 3. It can be difficult as well. So again, we'll go down to the green and have a look at what makes this hole so impressive. I do love a good par 3, and this is a very, very good par 3. It's right beside the water as well. You don't have too many holes on Hoylake where you have the scenery of Hilbury Island, the Dee estuary, the Welsh hills beyond, and it's nicely secluded. It's a private little hole away from the rest of the course, the flatter terrain inland, but here in the sand dunes you have this 194-yard par 3. Today we have the prevailing wind, the westerly, which is going to push tee shots towards this, the only bunker on the hole, but a very, very deep one indeed. So if you have a right-hand pin position, perhaps a front right pin position, it all slopes down towards there and people are going to be in trouble. That bunker is going to see a good bit of traffic during the championship. So it's a beautiful par 3, but it's a very tricky one indeed as well. Take your par and move on. Well, let's finally give you a proper guide to the final hole, the 18th. It is where the championship will be decided, and again, danger is not too far away. So here we have the 18th hole, the final hole of the Open Championship. Again, the 16th as the members play it, but this is where the Open Championship will be decided. And it is a par 5, so you might think birdie opportunity. It's not a long par 5 in particular either, but you can't really, especially when you've got the prevailing wind, take too much club off the tee because things narrow down here. It's well bunkered on the left. You've got this internal out of bounds. Again, a little elbow which comes in here. So if players leave the tee shots on this kind of line here, they're hitting to a pin over there. They're going to be hitting over the out of bounds. This out of bounds did claim a few balls in 2006. So it's a risk and reward, as every classic par 5 should be. But I also want to look at the rough on the other side of the fairway. I think what we have here at Hoylake this year is typical links rough because it's thick in places but very sparse in others. Here we are off to the left of the 18th fairway, and that you can get any club you want on that at all, so it's not going to penalise you too much. But if you go just a few paces away into the thicker stuff and the ball disappears, my feet disappear, this is some of the thickest rough on the course. But even then, what's happened as the summer goes on, it becomes yellow and gold and a bit more brittle, a bit more broken, so you can get a club on it. Even someone as bad as me, I can get a club on this. So you get in trouble and you can get yourself out, not too much difficulty involved at all there. So in 2006 there was hardly any rough. There is more this year, but it's still not going to penalise the players too much, although in patches it is pretty deep. So there you are, 3 key holes to look out for at Hoylake at Royal Liverpool. But who will master 72 of them? Who will become the Open champion and stand here on the 18th green holding the claret jug on Sunday the 20th of July?